Who doesn't like steaks? It's time to grill some up. All right, first things first, marination. Check out the video that I posted on marinating. I think you'll find that beneficial, and I can kind of show you exactly what I'm going to be doing here, the process I'm going to be using today. But right behind me, you can see that we have a few New York strips. I am going to get them marinated up. On this particular marination technique I'm using, it says that you need to marinate for 30 minutes. I'm going to be marinating for roughly almost an hour and a half or so. So we're going to give that a shot and jump in and start grilling. All right, so the steaks have been marinating here in these bags that I showed you. It's looking pretty good. Hopefully these turn out good with that marinade. I'm using a 28-inch BLACKSTONE griddle. I actually have a video on this and the setup. This is in the garage. I was going to use the 36-inch, it's outdoors, but with the wind, I wanted to make sure that there wasn't a bunch of wind in the video. So this is in the garage, but check out that video for safety, and so you can see how that works. Now, like a lot of people, I put the griddle on high so I can get that sear on the outside. And so I'll let that sear, and then I'll flip it over. I like to flip it a lot, actually. Everybody's different. I flip it a lot because, like I said, we eat our steaks well done. So what I don't want is for the steaks to burn. And when you're looking at the griddle here, hopefully you can see it, but this is a rack. It's a grilling rack. Blackstone is really good about coming out with new products and stuff. This was not a Blackstone product, it's something that we got. But what I like about this when it comes to steaks and things is, being that we do it well done, you want to make sure that you have a place to put the steak where it can, still cook, but not directly on the griddle. I kind of found that out. And of course, if you watch chefs cook steaks, they like to take them off from searing and put them in the oven. So I guess that's kind of probably the same concept. So I'm going to go over some of that. As far as putting the oil down, I do use the oil. I spread that out, but today I'm going to use a new product that Blackstone has called a non-stick griddle spray. Can't talk today. But I'm going to use this. What I like about it's no calories. So if you're kind of watching the calories and things, olive oil is good for you, but it is high in calories. So you have to watch out for that. So that's why I'm doing that, because plus I have the oils and stuff on the steak. So I'm going to give this a shot. I'll speed up the video, put the steaks on, and then we'll go from there. All right, so I've laid down the steaks. They're searing here. Again, it's on high. Like I said, I do flip it quite a bit. So what I'm doing here is I'm going to give it a few minutes. Now, with that being said, there's this little thermometer here that I highly recommend taking a look at. It's small, it's easy to use, and it does have a cool little timer feature on this. So I set it for 3 minutes. I'm going to let it sit there and sear. Then I'm going to flip it over. And then we'll see how it looks. All right, steaks are looking good. It's been about 3 minutes, so we'll flip them here. Okay, so I got the steaks cooking up. I seared it, brought the temperature down, so I could, I like to get that well done. But I will tell you, no, I'm not a huge fan of this marinade, these marinade bags here. So I wouldn't recommend them. And the reason being is, like I mentioned earlier, when you have more sugar in the marinade, that tends to burn or caramelize a lot faster. So, and you can tell on the tops of the steaks, they are a little bit, more caramelized or burnt, whatever you want to call it. So I'm not a huge fan of that. Now, some people might like that. I don't. So I'm gonna watch these. I'll flip them from time to time, and then what I'm gonna do is move them over to the warming rack here, so that way they can still kind of cook through, and we'll see how it turns out. All right, so I have the steaks going, and there's just some of the, a little bit of charring. Like I said, some people might like that. It kind of annoys me a little bit, but that's me. Now what I do, what tastes really good to me, is I actually season some butter. And so what I'm doing is I'm heating that up so that way I can kind of essentially baste the steaks. They're about medium well right now, so I'm actually gonna move them over to the warming rack here and let them warm up, and then let some of that butter melt on them, and we'll take a look at them. Okay, so I put some of the seasoned butter on the steaks here, and I'm just letting them baste.
Baste it with that butter. Let the butter caramelize.
I have them on the warming rack, so that way they can just continue to, cook to the well done without being directly on the heat. And then what I'm going to use here just to cover them is this basting cover. So Blackstone just came out with this. I'll put a link in the video, so that way if it's something you want to use, you can. Now, I will say this one is actually designed for the 36 inch, and I'm using the 28 inch, but for what it needs right now, this should be good. All right, so I just got done with the steaks. I cut into this one just to kind of give you an idea of how it cooked. Really good. It actually came out good, if you can see that there. I'm happy with that. Like I said, there is a little bit of charring. I'm not a huge fan of that marinade. The next video I'll do on seasoning the steak and cooking the steak will be with going the other route that I usually do, which is the olive oil and the Worcestershire sauce, and then just the sprinkle and the seasoning on. So, but overall, they look pretty juicy other than a little bit of charring on them. But I think that, of course, some people out there, you might be going, no, Eric, that's perfect. So, but, for me, I'm a little picky. Right, so I'm gonna do a quick follow-up video to the steak video here, and just kind of give my opinion again. Wasn't too happy originally with it because it looked like it might have burnt, but honestly, it actually tasted pretty good. So I have to say, I was hating on it, but it came out pretty good. It didn't actually taste as charcoaly and burnt like I thought it was going to. It kind of, tasted more of like a, the marinade taste, I guess you could say. So it didn't taste as burnt as I thought it was going to, so it wasn't bad. So I just wanted to kind of give my feedback on that, just to let you know it was a lot better than I thought it was gonna be. So good things, but definitely give me a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel. I really appreciate that.
Hey guys, this is the end of the video. Make sure that you like and subscribe for more great content that is ready to come. Peace out.